guys, welcome to math class, Logarithms episode 2. In our last episode, we talked about relationship between indices and logarithms, and I gave you some questions to practice with. Let's quickly see the question I gave you and the answers to those questions. Here are the questions I gave you in episode 1, conversion of logarithms to indices or indices to logarithms. I asked you to solve these 8 questions. Let's see the answer to them, and if you have not checked this question before or you have not seen it before, pause the video and give it a shot. When you are ready to see the answer, just play the video. Okay, let's check the answers to these questions, question 1 to 8. Yes, here are the answers to the question. Question 1, question 2, 3, 5, and the question 8. I stop at 8. You still have 9, but I ask you guys to stop at question 8, and that's that about that. Congratulations to those people that got all the questions correctly. But if you are still struggling with any of them, you can check the video again and reattempt. In today's class, we are going to be checking law of logarithms. And at the end, we should be able to solve exercise 2C. These questions, write as a single logarithms, do question 3, question 9, question 11 up to 11. So you can pause the video and give it a shot. Try it out. Let's see how far you can go with this question. But if you cannot do this question, come, let's revise together. Laws of logarithms. Okay, like I told you in this episode, we talked about laws. We quickly remind ourselves some laws that we use in logarithms, and we use it to apply. We need to apply them to solve some questions. So at the end of this episode, students should be able to apply laws of logarithms. You need to remember them, be able to recall, and apply. Okay, now first episode I told you the first thing you need to learn is how to convert indices to logarithms, and I said if you have log, let's say log a base b to p, to change that one to indices, you just do your base carrying the power equals to your answer. That's the first thing. We have 3 laws in logarithms, and we have properties too. Maybe I should start with the properties. Some textbook, they tell you the property is the same thing as the law, but we have properties of logarithms and we have laws of logarithms. If you have not checked my fundamental topics logarithms, O-level topic logarithms, please familiarize yourself with it, and I have here the summary of everything. When you have log 1 base, log 1 to any base, it always gives you 0. Log 1 to any base is always give you 0. I don't want to prove it here. I'll prove it in my O-level videos. You can check them. Go and check those steps on logarithms. Any log 1 to base, to any base, will give you 0. If I have log 1 base 100, it will still be 0. Log 1 base 3, it will still be 0. Log 1 to any base gives you 0. Log b to base b will always equals to 1. If you have log of any number that equals to the base, it will still be 1. Like log 3 base 3 is 1. Log 4 base 4 is 1. Log x base x is 1. Okay, I'll prove that. You can check it out. When you have log b raised to power n base b will give you n. You just scroll down that and the base equals to 1. So those are the properties of logarithms that we quickly need to remember. All right, let's go to the law. The laws. I told you we have just 3 of them. Yes, just 3 of them. We have what they call multiplication law. For multiplication law says when you have log xy base b, this can be expressed as log x base b plus log y base b. It can go from left to right or right to left. That's multiplication law. We have division law. It says if I have log open bracket x over y to base b, it can be splitted as log x base b minus log y base b. It can come from left to right to or right to left. That is, log x base b minus log y base b can also be log open bracket x over y base b. Okay? Alright. The third one is power law. Power law is talking about power. If I have log a raised to power n base b, you can roll down the power and it will be n log a base b, n log a base b, n log a base b. In some questions, when we are applying logarithms, we can change base. If I have log AB, I can change it as log A over log B. Log A over log B. They must have the same base. I can give both of them base A, base A. Mind you, if you are giving log A and they did not give you the base, it's telling you it's in base 10. In base 10. Okay, let's see how to apply all this. I know you remember now your laws of logarithms and the properties of logarithms. Let's quickly apply these. I will just solve few questions here. I'll solve few of them. Then I will allow you guys to practice some like we normally do. Okay, I will just do two from one, and I will do maybe one from two. Okay, let me quickly look at this question. Which one should I do? Okay, somebody said I should do question B and F. Okay, let me start with question B. Question B says log 20 base 6 minus log 4 base 6. You need to look at it. They must be in the same base before you can combine them. Which law does this denote? It denotes division law. Yes, law 2, division law. So you pick the common base. Because they have the same base, you can combine them. That will be 20 over 4. If it is minus, it will be division. If it is plus, it will be multiplication. This is the same thing as 4 here. That is 5 base 6. Very simple and straightforward. Okay, so that is question B. For question C, for question F, this one has whole number 2 minus log 2 base 4. I can quickly write this in form of log 4. So I've told you that log 4 base 4 is still 1, right? So I can replace it with that. This thing is the same thing as 2 times 1. So I can write 2 log 4 base 4. It will still be 2 minus log 2 base 4. So I've told you can roll the power up. So I can have log 4 raised to power 2 base 4. Anything you do to the in the law, anything that happens in the right hand side can also go back to left hand side. Left hand side can also go back to right hand side. So I can combine this now because they have the same base. I'll just put open bracket 4 square is 16 divided by 2, which will be log 6, that's 8 base 4. And that's it. Very simple and straightforward. Okay, let me quickly do 2B and you do the rest. Before you can do this like this, they must have the same base. Question B, 2B is of the same base 6. Is it multiplication law or division law? Thank you, multiplication. Pick the same base 6, then multiply 20 times 5, which will be log 100 base 6. Very simple. Very simple. Okay, let me see if I can do one or two more questions. Let me go and look for the other ones. Okay, I think I should do question number 9. I'll just do one in question number 9. Then I will allow you guys to practice the rest. Okay, Let's do this question 9 and I will allow you to do the rest. The question says, given that x equals to log p base 4 and y equals to log q base 4, then express in terms of x and y the value of this. I will just do the only c and I will allow you guys to practice the rest. So to do this c, I can add x plus y. X plus y equals to, okay, what is my x? That is log p base 4 plus log q base 4. So because they have the same base, I can bring out the base, and this is multiplication log pq, then it equals to my x plus y. So what are we going to do from here? I can just equate logarithms to indices or convert logarithm to exponential form. Let this base carry this and equals to this. So 4 raised to power x plus y equals to pq. There's other ways to solve this, but I think that's the fastest way for me. Yes, that's it. Enjoy yourself. See you next class. Okay? Please practice this, do this, and in next class I will show you the answers to this. Thank you very much. Enjoy yourself. Bye.